Good morning, students. Today I will start the chapter Principles of Inheritance and Variation. Here two terms: inheritance. It is the process of transfer of characters from parents to offspring. Variation. It is the degree of differences among the characters, that is called variation. The science of biology that deals with the inheritance and variation, that is called genetics. In this chapter, first we will discuss about the Mendel's work. Mendel, he worked for 7 years. He worked for 7 years from 1856 to 1863, and he worked on a plant that is sweet pea, and scientific name is Pisum sativum. He worked on this plant and he identified and purelined 7 different characters. He worked on it and he observed that we are able to find out some specific characters if we are talking about the characteristics. Then, like for the characteristics, I will say the color of seed. This is a characteristic. For the color of the seed, Mendel observed that there are 2 traits. We will use the word traits. Which are these traits? He find out that there may be green color seeds or here may be yellow color seeds. So first he find out such kind of characteristics. He worked on 7 different characteristics in pea plant or in Pisum sativum, where he has very different or concrete identifying features, different forms of this character that are called traits. So these are the terminology. He used the characteristics like color of the seed, height of the plant. If I am talking about the height of the plant, then we have 2 traits: tall height and short height or dwarf plant. Okay, so this is the very basic term. First, inheritance, variation, then characteristics and traits. Now we will start. He worked on the pea plant and first he was able to find out the pure form by doing continuous self-pollination, and then he take the example like when he cross a pure tall plant with dwarf plant or short plant. Then he collected the seeds, saw them, and he find that all the plants are tall in their characteristics. This is called F1 generation or first filial generation. Then he performed self-pollination, selfing. He do the self-pollination in these tall plant, collected the seeds and saw them. Then what he was surprised to observe the result. What he got the result, he find out some are the tall plants and some are the short plant. First time in case of biology, Mendel used statistically analysis and mathematically record of the these features, and he calculated that there is a ratio of 3:1 in this generation. And he performed such kind of experiment in a number of characters. This generation is called F2 generation or second filial generation. This was the observation of the Mendel. Then he explained some feature. He explained that for the inheritance of any character, every individual has some discrete unit, and he used the word factors. He used the word factors for that. Now we use a technical term. After the discovery of electron microscope, we were able to identify the steps during the meiosis and mitosis. Then we know that these factors, as explained by Mendel, these are the, now we use the term alleles. So Mendel explained that for each and every character in any organisms, it has two factors, and he used some symbolic structure like capital and small alphabets to represent these traits. Character is the height of the plant, and if we are talking about the tall plant, then he said that for the tall, this plant has two factor, and he used these capital alphabets to represent. He explained that in case of short plant, it is again a character, a particular trait. This plant will also have these factors, and they will be two in number. And he used small letters to represent the short plant. The same alphabet he used to minimize the confusion. He didn't advise to use S or D for the short or dwarf plant. This technology is used by the Mendel. Then he explained in the F1 generation, here is the tall plant we are getting. This is only possible, it should have the two factors, and how these factors come, he explained that during the gamete formation, that there will be one more step, that during the gamete formation, these factors, they separate, and gamete has only one factor for each character. So it will be the structure of gamete from this parent. These are the gametes, and then after fertilization in the F1 generation, they came together. This is the F1 generation. It came together, but the observation was that all the plants are tall in nature. Okay, so he used the statistically analysis, and then he explained for each and every character, every organism has two factors. Now we use the word alleles. These are the two different forms. A gene. Gene means that is responsible for any single character. So different forms of gene, they are called now alleles, and Mendel used the word factor. Then he explained to get such kind of ratio in F2 generation, we are again getting the short plant. It is only possible when each organism has two factors for each and every character, and at the time of gamete formation, only one factor for each character enter into the gamete. Now we also know that during the gamete formation, the chromosome number becomes half to maintain the genetic material in next generation. Now this is the F1 generation. He explained that the factors came here from each parent, but only one factor is express itself and another is unable to express itself. The factor or allele which is able to express itself, it is called dominant allele, and the character is called dominant. So tall height of the plant is a dominant character. Another allele for the same characteristic, it is unable to express itself, and it is called recessive allele, and the trait is called recessive trait. So short height of the plant is a recessive trait. This is the very first law of Mendel, that is law of dominance. Now he explained there's both these alleles or factor, they maintain their existence, and that's why when we go for the selfing in F1 generation, we are again getting the short plant, because when these alleles are present together in the parents, they did not mix together, there is no blending among these alleles, and at the time of gamete formation, they segregate from each other, and only one factor is present in one gamete. This is the law given by the Mendel. This is the second law of inheritance, law of segregation. Two alleles, two factor for the same character. at the time of gamete formation, only one factor will enter in a gamete. So this was the tall plant. We can use the word hybrid, but the gametes are pure. So second law, law of segregation, is also called law of purity of gamete. Now this kind of gamete will be formed, these may be male gamete, similar gamete will be formed female gamete. We can use such kind of graphical representation that is called Punnett square. So it may have male gamete, similar gametes will form in female plant, small t, capital T, small t. Now the random fertilization will take place, and in this way you can observe that we have capital T is capital T, that is for tall plant, capital T small t, that is again for the tall plant but the hybrid one, and small t, that is this recessive feature, recessive trait of the characteristic. So you can count here all the tall and short plant, tall ratio short. So we are getting 3:1. So it is a graphical representation. This is called Punnett square, and by using the inheritance of one character at a time, we can explain two laws of Mendel, and when we studying the one character at a time, it is called monohybrid cross. Okay, so with the help of monohybrid cross, we can explain two laws, laws of dominance and law of segregation or law of purity of gamete. Another technical term for these pure parents where both the alleles are similar. When both the factors are similar for a character, then this condition is called homozygous. Homozygous, or simple we can use the word pure. In F1 generation we are getting the tall plant, but they have two different forms of allele. This condition is called heterozygous. Or in general we use the term hybrid. So there is a difference that the factors are different in parent tall and F1 tall. So the feature we observe externally, that is called this tall and this tall, we can observe externally. That feature is called phenotype. And when we are talking about their factor, the factors are similar or their factors are different, this condition is called, when we are talking about the alleles or genes, it is called genotype. Next, this is called Punnett square. When we observed the plants in F2 generation, we have a ratio of tall and short plant, that is 3:1. This ratio is called phenotypic ratio. This ratio is called phenotypic ratio of F2 generation. But if we will discuss what about the factors present in all three tall plants, then we can observe there is one capital T and two capital T small t. Then we can explain, when we explain the ratio which explain the genetic configuration of the plant, it is called genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio can be written like this. Capital T, for this we can write homozygous tall. How much homozygous tall plant we have? That is, we have 1. Then ratio. Next we have heterozygous tall. Heterozygous tall. How many plants we have? It has 2. Next is short plant. Every recessive character will be visible only when the alleles are in homozygous condition. So here we can write directly the short or the homozygous short. Homozygous short. Then it is again 1. So the genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. These are the terms we use to explain these crosses. Next, watch my next video where I will explain you third law of inheritance, that is law of independent assortment, and it can be explained only with the help of dihybrid cross. In this video, you studied about the monohybrid cross and 2 laws of inheritance. Thank you.